Hi, it's November the 22nd, 2025. It's a Saturday, and let's go for a walk. I just heard cranes. Yep, I still hear them. Where are they? Oh, there they are. If they're showing up on here or not, it's really hard to see. It's a bunch of them, and they're heading south. Huh. I love the way they sound. They sound like a bunch of dinosaurs flying over something. It's just so ancient, primitive sounding. Let's see. Shut up, Olive. Oh yeah, there's two big flights up. Cool. Yep. Did not expect that today. Neat. Well, if there's one group, there's more. And sure enough, I think I hear some off to the north. Can't really see them. Yeah, it's definitely getting towards the end of fall. Most of the leaves are down. Boy, there's some spectacular oak trees around here. I love that roof on that house over there. The old original folded seam. Stop getting my fingers in the way. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Dakota and I are heading to Shawnee Park today. It's in the 50s. I think it's 52 degrees, which I should probably see what that is in Celsius before I do the dog walk update. Still fairly humid, 79 degrees, but it's not supposed to rain anymore today. It's a little bit foggy. When I look way down the street there, that's pretty well encased in fog. Boy, I heard cranes again. Where are you? Oh, they're behind me. Yep, there they are. I can't see with this phone if I'm getting them or not. And I can't tell if you can hear them because I can't monitor. Oh well. Where'd my dog go? Oh no! Well, I know she's around here somewhere. Huh. She went on that side of the truck and disappeared. Well. Oh, there she is. How do you do that? Just vanishing dog. Huh, neat. I did not expect to see cranes today. You need to slow down. Now this tree, they really need to cut that ivy back before it kills the tree. It's way too much, way too heavy of a load for that thing. All right, I'm gonna put this back in my pocket and walk a little ways. Maybe think of what outrage to bitch about this week. We'll be back. And here we are at the corner of Market and Southwest Parkway. And this is, isn't that pretty? Boy, the leaves have really done their business falling right now. It's not quite done. I guess probably a lot of these are like that damn pin oak that's in my front yard that will not drop its leaves for months and months and months. I don't understand all these big yards. It's like these are never used. Every once in a while in that far one over there, you'll see like, somebody throwing a ball around or something, but most of this is just completely unused. It's like, man, put a little wild prairie in there. Put some native grasses and flowering things and just let it be pretty. Feed the pollinators and stop wasting gas mowing it. But I'm not in charge of the world, which is too bad. It would probably be better for everybody. Right? I would be a benevolent dictator. It's the best kind. Off in the distance, you hear the demolition going on the LG&E smokestacks. We'll be over there in a little while. And Dakota's nose is really working overtime right now. Oh, look, it is really starting to clear off, and I hear cranes again. I guess it's that time of year, huh? I'm guessing I can't actually see them on here. But boy, you cannot mistake that sound. So that's the fourth flight I've seen of them since I left the house. Cool. Let's zoom back out again. So, all right, let's keep going through the park here. What are you doing? Still sniffing? Dakota, let's go. Yeah, she'll catch up. I kind of want to go into the woods, but I know it's going to be a sloppy mess. It rained a lot yesterday, and it rained quite a bit on Thursday as well. So yeah, the ground's going to be saturated, and everywhere there's not grass is going to be mud. I just love that sound. They're on their way to the Gulf Coast. Hopefully there's not another hurricane late in the season. I haven't even looked at what the Atlantic looks like right now. It seems like a few years ago we had a really late one, and it wiped out a bunch of the whipping cranes, which, there's not a whole lot of those left because they made really pretty hats. It's a wonder we've got any snowy egrets left, because they really love those things for hats. And they would kill them at mating season to get the mating feathers, So, hey, let's not only, wipe out birds to make hats, but let's do it when we really should be allowing them to do some loving, some of that sweet, sweet loving. So this is, these big yards are pretty, but they're dumb. This would make covered in coneflowers and black-eyed Susans and like buffalo grass and stuff like that. That's native. It would be really kind of neat, I think, and would save a ton of money. And I've lost Dakota. I hope she didn't decide to go on the trails by herself. She went over there where the barbecue station is. I don't see her, so she must have gone behind there. Crap. All right, well, I'll stop this and come back when I get over closer to the boat dock. Kind of funny, she went into the woods back there, and then she just popped out over here. I was walking back to look for her, so I didn't see her anywhere. See her come trotting out of the woods like, hey, what's going on? Didn't you know I was going to do that? I always do that. You've never done that, lying dog. That wasn't even her fake voice. I just did. I'm a dog, but I was. Let me clear my throat. Now I sound like this. I decided to walk to the far end of the park and back. Go ahead and make this a really long day. Look at the sky turning blue. How nice. It was completely overcast when I left the house. And now it's clearing. Wonder if I'll see any more cranes. It's always really cool to see those things. There's so many of them, and they're so freaking huge, and they sound like dinosaurs. Wonder how many tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years they've been plying their course from north to south with the seasons and making that exact same sound, kind of squawking thing. I neither hear nor see any right now, which is not unusual. There'll be a big blank spot and then a whole bunch of them. But it's looking like it might turn out to be a pretty day today as we go past Building 7. Now this is one of the baseball diamonds that does get used quite a bit. They actually have stands here and scoreboard and the whole 9 yards. This looks like this stuff kind of works, though I don't think that water fountain does. Which is, don't just do maintenance, people. There's no reason not to. Boy, they're going at it over there with that jackhammer. Well, this is great. It's going to turn out to be a nice, pretty day. And I still haven't. My mind has not wandered off into the zone of being responding to the week's out of DC. What was that, Dakota? Is it wet there? Yeah, this is kind of soggy. I'm gonna go up over the levee here, and there's a road on the other side. What was that? Flop. I don't know what it is, why this year is the year that she's realized that she loves to roll around in the grass, but she definitely has now. She's I don't know, she's a funny dog. I do like her. I don't think I got super lucky getting her from the pound. They only had adult dogs available when we went looking, and she seemed nice. She didn't know what to think about any of it, but she was, she obeyed and was paying attention. Did look a little bit nervous because I don't think anyone had ever paid her any attention before. So got her home, and within a few days you could tell that she had decided that I was the person, and she was right. I was definitely the one feeding her and walking her and teaching her things, which she enjoys. I think I managed to teach her that good girl did not mean she'd done something wrong. That took a minute. I wonder why I'm trying to steal that electric box. Oh, this isn't even hooked up in anything. What are these little abandoned buildings? Why are they? They've got... Here's this nice building. Very cool arts and crafts style thing. And it's probably pretty big. And then they've got a trailer over there for offices. What the fuck? Fix this thing up and use it. Hell, it's even got you could have a fireplace there. Burn some of this wood that gets washed up every year. All right, I'm going to turn this off for a minute. My arms get tired. Whoa! Slow the fuck down. Man, that motherfucker came out of there like he was on a damn race course. Not paying any damn attention either. He slammed to a stop. Ugh. Hate people. Yep, thought I heard him. You're kind of low. I can't even see if I'm getting them or not. And they're being quiet now. Just a little bitty bunch of them. We're gonna go into the woods here. Somebody's dumped a bunch of shit right here where you gotta go around this thing. Into the woods. And we're going to head back towards that noise, which is right over there. Here's the Ohio. It's very calm today. Just a little bit of ripples. Might be fun to go out boating, even though it's probably, well, I don't know. I think it's heated up quite a bit since the sun came up, because it definitely feels warmer. What are you doing? You being fierce woods dog? Yeah, kind of ruins the ambience, but oh, holy crap. It's almost all gone. Oh, cool. All right, we'll see that in a minute. All right, we're going to head on down this pathway with this loud hammering in the background. I'll bring you back in a minute. There's a bat house. There was another one just right back there, so somebody's come back in here and put several up. Who knows if it's a private citizen or not. Well, that's kind of interesting. This old thing left from the old amusement park, probably, or someone's house. This tree has grown around a lot of it. But these bat houses are a pretty cool design. I think they've got one or two walls inside of them, so there's like several slots that the bats can go up into. And what they do is you put little ridges in the walls, so they've got something to hang from. It's really simple. You just take a table saw and just run a board back and forth across it to put, horizontal lines, eighth of an inch deep or something, just so they can get a hold. And you make them out of cedar and paint them black. These, if they were painted black, it's been a long time since you could tell, because apparently they really like to sleep in a warm bed during the daytime in the summer when they're not hibernating. And they like it warm, like in the over 100 degrees, which I don't know what that is in Celsius. Geez, they have really. Oh, here's another bat house on that big tree over there. Man, they're going at it over there. It's almost completely gone. I can't wait to get a real good clear view of it. All right, let's stop and come back. Pretty wild. It's almost completely gone. It would appear the one on the right is gone, and that is the base of the one on the left. I don't even think there's any of the smokestack itself left. I don't know. They might have built a fire down in that part. Do not know. And Dakota's decided she's going to eat a bunch of grass. She, oddly enough, never throws that up like most dogs. She likes to eat trees. Well, we're going to head off into the woods again. But there you go, the LG&E, former location of the LG&E smokestacks. Man, that thing's loud. Come on, Dakota. Garbage, man. I do not understand people. There's trash cans right there. This thing has always intrigued me. I see a lot of people come back in here to look at it because there's a trail. And I'm sure that the park didn't put that trail in. I guess this was the foundation for something, and probably they stored stuff underneath of it. Oh! So pipe through the wall. Some interesting graffiti. So I might stop and take some pictures of this because it looks like some of this is new. I come in here every once in a while and take a look. Yeah, I wonder what this was. I don't know if this was part of the park. I think there was a ferry that ran across here at one time too. Uh-oh, now you're trapped. No, you're not. Well, I do not envy that person that job. Even though they're in a cab, they're probably wearing, earmuffs and earplugs, and I mean, that still has got to just be continuously jarring at the end of that long arm on that traco. Just a hammering like that. But it also probably pays about $100 an hour, so which is a nice salary. We're about to come out onto the golf course over here after cutting along the river for a mile or two. Probably about a mile. And actually, probably about a mile and a half. As we walked. Oh, there's the Sherman mitten there peeking through the trees. Wonder if I'll see my bald eagle today. We are not going that way, girl. And of course, there's people playing golf. It does, man. The only time they don't play golf is when there's snow on the ground. I would imagine, because then they can't find their balls. She's this way. Hey, this way. Come on. No, I know you want to go that way. It's going to be a muddy, sloppy mess. Come on. Hey. There's a road right here. You can come this way. She almost went all the way back around that island back there. The traffic island. A traffic island? I guess that's what that is. A good walk ruined. I kind of wanted to cut across the golf course, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carts, 7, 8. Ugh. I wonder if they were out here when it was overcast. Like, it's not supposed to rain today. Yeah, but there's an inch of water standing over on the golf course. It's got to be spongy as all get out too. Oh well, I don't care. Put enough chemicals and crap on this that the grass will grow anyway. Though it's pretty dead looking up here on the. Wonder what the putting greens are probably green as all get out. Okay, I'm going to, so right at the top of the hill is where we came into the park at Southwestern Parkway and Market Street. And this is where the forest trail is. I really would have liked to have walked back there, but I know it's going to be mucky. Boy, when it flooded that bridge, little bridge right there, which is holding up pretty nicely. I like the way they angled the 4x4s to make it wider. That thing is, I think, about 40 feet back into the woods over there. Just floated. And the water was just about up to those stairs, or the deck on the back of this house. Had a nice chat with the lady that lives there one day when I came out here to take pictures of it. So yeah, that'll give you an idea. It's probably about on level with where the phone is right now, is how deep the water was. So yeah, it's just the tops of those trees sticking up. You couldn't see any of the flags from the golf course at all. And those things are, what, 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall? Wish I'd had somebody to go canoeing with while that was going on. It would have been kind of fun to go canoeing in the golf course. All right, I'm going to turn this off and dive back into the city and head back to the house. Should we go all the way to Bank Street, Dakota? I kind of think we should. Let's do that. So we'll kind of retrace our tracks a little bit along Southwestern Parkway. Or Southwestern, Southeastern, Southwestern. I'm confused. Yeah, that's Southwestern Parkway. Then it turns into Northwestern Parkway. Somewhere. It actually may turn one side of this Market is maybe southwest and the other one northwest. I don't know. Oh, I don't think we can go through that way, Dakota. I like that there's people who put solar panels in here, even though these are kind of dumb houses. These are the older suburban ones. The ones that are on the next street are insane. They're so big. And I guess it would be kind of a cool view looking out over the golf course at the river, but I think I would rather be somewhere without a golf course. And there are quite a few places. Just on the other side of the park here, there's some really, really nice views. It's a very high bluff along through there, so you're really, really looking down at the river. Alrighty, I'll come back in a little while. Something interesting happens. Lovely interaction with the lady that rescues dogs. This is the end of Duncan Street here. We're going to Bank Street around the corner. And this is a really pretty older neighborhood. Very pretty autumn porch. Boy, look at their prickly pears. This guy's got 4 or 5 dogs and keeps them in a cage. What's that, buddy? Ooh, looks like a good road van. A Mercedes. Oh, nice. You know, I worked on a house like this over in Crescent Hill area, Top Hill Road, Cross Hill Road. Wonder how she is. What a cute kid. Oh, got a CD enthusiast here. Well, you don't see very many of these short cab trucks anymore. I don't know how old that thing is. Doing a pretty good job of keeping it up. Come on, we're not going to the golf course. Stop looking at it. She keeps looking longingly at the golf course like, can we go down there and let me chase some geese? It's like, no, there's too many people down there. Come on. Come on. Dakota. I know, there's golfers down there, and there's a great big, huge area that you could sprint across. But no, we're not going that way. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. Look at her. She wants to go down there so bad. There's a groundhog down there too. That might be what she's wanting to go inspect. Some orange rocks. All right, I'm gonna turn this off and come back. We're getting pretty close to Bank Street. It's just right around the corner over there. She's pining. I usually like to cut across this space, which I'm wondering what's going to happen to it. It had some greenhouses up there and they tore them down. So I don't know I hope it's not going to get chopped up into lots. Did have a big garden on it, which is no mow. I would go walking across it, but I'm sure that it's a sloppy mess. Yeah, so right up there where that white van is, that's the street we'll be going down. We're right by the Sherman Mitten, that's the on-ramps. And let's go around this. I don't want to walk through the grass. Not because I care, but because it's wet. Alright, so this is the golf club. Like the old Spanish tile. Alrighty, I'll come back in a minute. Down here it's Northwestern Parkway, so I'm not sure where it changes. I don't know if it changes right here or if it changes down there somewhere. Might have to look at a map. I think I've got one of those somewhere. I mean, other than the one at my phone, which is not necessarily reliable though. Google Maps is pretty damn good. There's a ladder that's been there for about a year. And they really ought to finish that repair they started before a family of raccoons moves into it. I'm sure that they would enjoy having that ladder to help them get up there. Bank in 44th Street. Nice straight street over to about Duncan, and then it does a little zag to the left. These are, what would you call these? Suburban ranch houses? Probably from the 50s. Nobody would build anything this small anymore. So I think they all have basements, but they're all, one main floor and a garage. I think this house here has a demolition notice on it. You don't, get out of there. Come on. Come on. Dakota. Did you find a French fry? Let her root around in it for another second, then we'll go. Come on, I want you out of the street. Come on, let's go. Dakota. Let's go. Go, go, go. No, go. But it was so good. What did they leave you in there? Hope it wasn't onion rings. I don't want onion ring farts. Doggy bellies don't do too good with onions. Yeah, I think this house right here has it's got a demolition notice on the door. Oh well, I don't see what's wrong with it other than it's been abandoned forever. But I guess it's easier to tear it down than it is to fix it, which is bullshit. Instead of tearing these things down, the city ought to take them and fix them and rent them out for some affordable amount of money. But that would require helping people that don't give bribes. Donations, campaign donations. We have become such a corrupt nation, allowing. Let's see. I guess we'll start with the decision by the Supreme Court that money is speech. And then Citizens United just fucked everything. Really bad decisions, both of them. And also that corporations are people, which is bullshit, because you cannot put a corporation in prison and they never receive the kind of punishment that a person would. A corporation can murder you and they'll have to pay a fine, but nobody's going to go to prison. And they're not going to shut the damn business down for like 25 years to life like they ought to. It's like, oh, but all those people be put out of work. Too bad. Some other business will step in and take care of whatever it was that bad business was doing. There's absolutely no reason to not punish the living fuck out of big corporations that do illegal shit. But do we? No! Go get it. Go get that squirrel. Almost. There's another one. And I think no, it's still way too wet. I'll go down the alley here though. There's somebody that's a breeder down here. that lady I was talking to back there on Southeastern Parkway, that said she rescued dogs. She was immediately started lamenting these puppy mills. You know, people that breed pit bulls, what the fuck is wrong with you? The pounds are full of pit bulls. The only reason you could be breeding them would be to fight them. So that shit ought to be illegal. It will never happen here in Kentucky because freedom. And where my dog's gone? Where's my doggy? There she is. Empty lot. Bunch of empty lots. I want to say there's like 9 of them in a row right here. I looked at it one time on the map and you could see where the lots are and where the buildings used to be. There's another empty lot. Across the street there's an empty lot. Across the street from this is an empty lot. You can see this ends all the way over here. Yeah, at least they're well kept. Oh, those are crepe myrtles over there. The size of those things. They're so cool. They look like fairies ought to be living in them. There's another empty lot. This may be 2 empty lots actually. From the looks of it, yeah. And a great big one across the street. And I don't know what's up with this area because this is nice and quiet over here. It always is. All these kind of well-kept little 50s houses. What? No, come on. Let's go down the alley. What is it with you wanting to go in weird directions today? No, I don't want to go that way. Come on. Oh, speaking of breeders. Alrighty, I'm gonna come back. Boy, what a difference between the time we left. Look at that sky. Well, nice. We're back in a little bit more ordinary dog walk update territory. We're at 41st Street, so that's 7 blocks away from my house. And we got to do some zigzagging because of the interstate. That way's towards Market. And Bank Street's right over there, where that blue car just went by. Yeah, these are that typical sort of 50s cookie cutter houses. That's like all these down through here. They've all got variations on the exact same design. Both sides of the street. I think there might be one along through here that's actually different. The rest of them have that east-west roof. Well, the eaves are on the east and the west side of it. Boy, they'd be perfect for solar panels. Look at that. That faces directly south. There's absolutely no shade for them. Yeah, I think this one's the oddball here, and that one. I think this one may be one of these old ones that has been played with a little bit. But see, now these 3 have chimneys, but those 2 do not. These also have additions on the back of them that these don't. So I guess you could get different footprints, but otherwise, pretty much the same house. Now they threw a dormer on the front of this one and didn't on this one. And then that one's got 2 dormers up high. Actually, there's half of them down through there have the dormers. Boy, good lumber in these old houses. It's back when a lot of this stuff was fir, which I love cutting into fir with a saw. It smells like butter. Oh, here's this thing. Remember dune buggies? This guy's got a dune buggy. He's got it covered though. Dang it. I'm sure he's not driving it very much right now. Though he might get a little bit of drive time. This actually would be a pretty day to go wheeling around as long as you didn't go very fast. Or, you know, if you were dressed warm enough. Nice metal roof on that one. Now is that the old originals? No, that's classic rib, but on the back there, that looks like it's old original stuff. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, that's called classic rib. That design pattern. Those are big panels that you put on with screws. Boy, it doesn't look like they got enough screws in it. Kind of hard to tell. All right, we're gonna go down here to the park. I'll come back when we get to the park. All right, we're over in the little E. Leland Taylor Park. Somehow managed to get through this entire walk without breaking into a rant, or at least not a lengthy one. It's ended up being a really pretty day. Perfect. So, I mean, it has warmed up so much since I left the house. I've lost the hat and the jacket. Well, I haven't lost them, they're just around my waist. But anyway, I think I'm going to close it here because we've done it. I'm almost home. The rest of the walk's pretty boring. We're here by these. So anyway, thanks for coming on a walk with me, and try to do these a little bit more regularly so that the algorithm will pick me up and I will become an important influencer. Still gonna say release the Epstein files because they have not been yet, and I kind of got my suspicions whether or not they will be. And hope you have a great weekend and the rest of the week. And Dakota and I will talk to you next time. Right, Dakota? I don't talk. I'm a dog. I'm gonna go over here and smell something because that's what I do. See ya.